Ladies and gentlemen, the chief guest that we have been waiting for tonight. Before I introduce her, I would like to welcome each of you to the Shaukat Khanum Trust, Imran Khan's Cancer Appeal Fundraising Night. Truly, the one thing I would like to say is I have seen tonight individuals from many backgrounds and many religions, and that is what it is all about. When we see a good cause, a cause that is close to our hearts, it's good for the community, we need to pull together. We need to put our differences aside and make it happen, because only in San Antonio can you make things happen. Am I correct?
Yeah!
And the first prize for yeah goes to Amarathwari. So I'd like the rest of the audience to scream, can we make things happen in San Antonio? Yeah! All right, because our keynote speaker has just arrived from Dallas, and Dallas ain't got anything on us. We beat Dallas anytime. So she is a banker by training. She studied finance and political science. She loves a good debate. Of course, she is a student of politics. She's on the board of the Eye Care Foundation. She has been with shaukat Khanum Memorial even before the hospital hit ground. All these years. She is a political activist and a founding member of PTI. However, tonight, she is here as a director of the international fundraising of the shaukat Khanum Memorial Trust. She's a powerhouse. She travels the world, including the Middle East, Europe, and the USA. All of that just to raise funds for this phenomenal organization. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Fauzia Kasuri.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and good evening to all of you. First of all, I have to apologize. I'm not a rude person. I really like to be on time wherever I have to go. We left Dallas before 1 o'clock, but the traffic was so slow and there was a lot of construction on the way. We have just literally driven and we checked into the hotel and here I am. So I'm really sorry. I know you all have been waiting for a while. And I would like to thank Dr. Anna Sandar, Samia, and the entire team. I'm sure there's so many people, I don't know everybody's names, and especially all of you for such a beautiful turnout, mashallah. This is tremendous. I had always thought that San Antonio is a small town, somewhere in Texas. But I see it's not that small, and even if there weren't too many people, I can see the passion here tonight. Thank you all so much. I had a presentation that I wanted to make on behalf of the hospital. Dr. Barki is the head of the SKMT Trust in the US. Our offices are in Connecticut. He is unfortunately not able to come because he had to be on call, and it was something that he had to do, although he had planned on being here. And in all this rush, I forgot my slide presentation at the hotel. But we will talk about the hospital and I will tell you where it is when good people like you come together to support a cause as worthy as the cancer hospital, where it is that your money is going. The shaukat Khanum Cancer Hospital the construction started in 1991. The hospital is now several years old. Alhamdulillah, it is one of the best and most renowned charitable organizations not just in Pakistan, but worldwide. It has been the recipient of a World Health Organization Award in the year 2006, and consecutively there have been various awards that have been conferred on the hospital. It is a hospital par excellence. It is a medical facility, one of its kind in the world, comparable by any Western standards to any cancer institute in the world. But the distinction about the Shaukat Khanum Hospital is that it treats nearly 80% of its cancer patients free of any cost. It's not happening anywhere in the world. The rest of the patients, 10 to 15% are subsidized, and there's a very small percentage who pay the full fee to be treated at the hospital. The hospital, of course, was founded by Imran Khan in memory of his mother, who died of cancer. They had the means to take their mother abroad to England and have her treated there. But it was at that time that Imran Khan saw that even when they had the resources and the capability to get the kind of treatment that they wanted for their mother, nothing of that sort was available to the poor people in Pakistan. And it was with that idea in mind when Imran Khan, at the glory of his career, right after the World Cup victory, it was a turning point in his life. He could have used all his fame and all the love that people showered on him for his personal gain. But it was not so, because he decided that he was going to channel and put all his force behind getting a cancer hospital in Pakistan where poor people would be treated free of any cost. Now, coming to the hospital. The beauty of the hospital is that there is no discrimination between the rich and the poor. It is a hospital for the poor, as you all know. It is one of the most respected charities in Pakistan because of the services that it provides to the cancer patients. It is not only a hospital that just provides treatment, but it is an institute, an educational center. It's a research center. There are training programs. The hospital has an affiliation with the Bradford University in England for their programs, for their nursing training programs, and several other degrees that now the educational part of it is happening in Pakistan. The budget of the hospital is approximately $40 million a year. It goes up every year. As you know, things are getting more expensive. But all of these monies, mind you, are raised by people, good people like you, who come forward to help with this cancer hospital. I want you to know that 76% of the contributions for the hospital come from within Pakistan. 23% of the monies are raised by Pakistanis overseas. They're the people who contribute in different parts of the world. And all this money, every $1 that you contribute towards this worthy cause, believe me, it is like an amanat with us. You know that under Imran Khan's supervision, there is no theft. None of the institutions like shaukat Khanum, Namal University, the Imran Khan Foundation, our accounting procedures are totally transparent. We have the best auditing firms in Pakistan, Ferguson's, who are our auditors. Every bit of information about where the money is going, about what the budgets are, where the allocations are, what is being spent on what, it is available to each and every one of you at our marketing department office at the hospital. All this information is lying in the form of brochures that anyone can go and pick up, and there is a lot of information that you can access on the website. So today when we're here and we have gathered for such a beautiful cause, I want to also speak about the human face of the hospital. It is a hospital where I want to share this story with you. That Imran Khan's father was ill. He died 4 years ago. And when he was sick and he had to be admitted at the hospital, he went to the shaukat Khanum hospital. I promise you there is no exaggeration in this. This is a recorded fact. He was sitting in the reception area, just like the other patients there. Half the people didn't even know it was Imran Khan's father. But there was no need for them to know that. Because this is a hospital where it does not matter who's coming. The doors are open to one and all, and everyone according to the time that they've been waiting and in line of their being there, they're attended to. And he had to wait just like the other patients. He was admitted into a room which was very similar to any other room in the hospital. 2 years ago, Imran Khan had to undergo an emergency surgery. He had some pain in his abdomen and he had to be admitted at the hospital. The room that Imran Khan was in and the room next to him, that patient was a totally free patient. He was not paying a single rupee at the hospital. But he had the same facilities, the same doctors, the same everything. The room was provided to him as the one in which Imran Khan was staying. So this is the beauty of that hospital. No discrimination. And then when patients come there is a little bonding that develops between the patients and the staff. The staff has been told and has specific instructions from Imran Khan from the time that the hospital started that everyone has to be treated with respect, love and dignity. There was a young patient, her name was Sumaira. Sumaira was about 11 or 12 years old when she was admitted at the hospital with leukemia and came from a very poor family in the frontier province of Pakistan. She was admitted to the hospital. She was treated for about 4 to 5 years, 4.5 years, and she was cured. When she was cured and she was getting ready to leave the hospital, her parents obviously were there. And the doctors and the nurses wanted to have a little get-together, like a little tea party for her. And, she was leaving and they wanted to wish her well later on in life. So they asked the parents what it is that Sumaira would do now. Where was she headed? Where would Sumaira, what would she do now that she has a new lease on life? And mashallah, the young lady was cured. She was about 17, 18 at that time. So the parents told the doctors and the staff, they said, she really wanted to go to school. And she was a bright student. And whatever little money we had, we put it together and we were sending her to school. But now she's missed out on 4 or 5 precious years of her school time. But she still talks and has the desire to go to school. But we do not have the money. We don't have the resources to send her to school. So the staff and the doctor said, okay, well this is a new project, so we will send her to school. We will piece together, you please take her back to school and we will finance her schooling. So Sumaira went back to school. Sumaira finished high school, which is matriculation in Pakistan. Then they sent Sumaira to college because mashallah she passed with the first division in her matric exams. So she went to college. She completed 4 years of college and she studied business administration. And I want to share this with you. And mashallah, I think it is just a beautiful thing that Sumaira is a bright young lady. She's alive, she's healthy, and she's gainfully employed in the marketing department of shaukat Khanum Cancer Hospital. So the hospital is not just about treating people, it is about building lives, about not just giving back life to people, but trying to help them in their lives. And there are so many unspoken programs and things that happen at the hospital. We have 2 days of the week where all the people who are assembled there, the families of the patients, the visitors, and majority of them are poor people. They're all given meals. They're all given free milk to drink. You know, in every special way that we can touch people's lives, give them hope and try to make their lives a bit easier, that is what shaukat Khanum Hospital is all about. So while all of you good people here tonight, you have come here for a cause, you have already made a contribution by your presence, you are here because you feel for those who are less privileged than we are, you feel for the sick, you feel for the hungry, you feel for those who are destitute. So you are here. But please, this is the day. We are healthy, we are alive, I'm here. I traveled a long distance. So many of you have come from neighboring cities. So many of you have taken times out. It's a Sunday evening, but you have shown the interest to be here to support a fantastic cause. Please, go that extra bit. Make pledges tonight. There is a great program of entertainment lined up for you later on. We brought the band from Pakistan. We like to bring our Pakistani artists because we like to give them the opportunity also to connect with our Pakistani diaspora abroad. And please, remember, it is you who make these wonderful things happen. It is your money and your contribution. Today, by making extra contributions or pledging money for these unfortunate people, you don't know whose life you're giving back to them. I don't know the patients at the hospital. You don't know them. I haven't seen so many, but I have seen the hospital many a times. I go there in my free time. I see the misery of the people. I see how it is that people like us, you know, together, collectively, we can give them hope to live a decent, healthy, and dignified life. So let us do that tonight. I thank you so very much for your time and for being so patient listening to me. God bless you. Ji bahut shukriya.